Hey, welcome everybody, welcome back to another morning word. This is where I share a couple minutes really to share from my own personal Bible study. Why? Because I truly wanted to see your life go from here to here. Now that's really backed up by what God says about all of us. He says, I come to give you life, but life more abundant. Wow, how amazing is that? Now that's a great saying, God, but how do we do that? Well, he says this, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if we can think like God, there is no valley that we can't come through, and there is no mountaintop that we can't achieve, because there is nothing that's impossible for God, which means there is actually nothing that's impossible for you. So let's really get into this. Now we're going to be reading from the book of Joshua, which is the sixth book of the Bible, and we're going to be reading from chapter 5 verse 1, and it reads this. Now when all the Amorite kings west of the Jordan and all the Canaanite kings along the coast heard how the Lord had dried up the Jordan before the Israelites until they had crossed over, their hearts sank and they no longer had the courage to face the Israelites. Wow. We're going to just call this morning's word, tell the world your story. Give them your testimony. Share to the world your story. Now, imagine the miracle that the nation had just witnessed. They were crossing the Jordan. It was the most amazing thing. You know, you had floods that were higher than them, but God just dried it up and 1.5 million just crossed over. That the whole world could see how powerful God was, how much he loved his children, what God was doing. Now, here's the great thing is, God wasn't interested in doing, he did that miracle back in the Red Sea 40 years before. But God's not about the past. God wanted to do something in the Israelites now, because he's like, I don't want people to know of my glory from the past. I'm a God of the present. I want to do something right now. So he performed a great miracle now, and that word spread. Okay, the goodness of God, what God's doing in their lives, the nation of Israel, and it spread. Okay, their enemies were fearful of them. People were glorifying God. These things happened because God was ever present now in terms of performing great things in people's lives. Now, I should say this, God wants to do something in your life. It's great reading the Bible and hearing all these miracles. That's awesome. But God says, I want to do something in you, because I want you to go out and tell people your story, because every one of us has a story. Every one of us has a story that can inspire our communities, our families, our friends. You have a story. So God wants to work in you. God wants to do amazing things through you, but then once he's done something amazing in you, to go and share it. To share that this is not just for me, that this could be shared with everybody else. Everybody else can have a great story too. That is possible. So that really leads me to the question of the morning. The question of the morning is this. Do you see how God's working in your life? Do you see how God's working in your life? How he's performing great things in your life? And if so, go and share it. Go and share what God's doing in you. Share how God's making you braver. Share how God is making you more confident. Share how God's giving you a vision. Share how God's giving you more faith and hope. Share how God, gave you a heart of forgiveness. And go share that. All right? So that encourages other people of all the good things that's happening in your life. So that's really the lesson of the day. God wants to do amazing things in your life. He really does. But first, I want you to do this. I want you to learn to trust him. That he wants to do great things in your life if you would only trust him. Second, ask him to help. So know that he can, then ask him. God, I want to turn around this, or I want to see a miracle in this, or I want my life to be transformed. Give me the wisdom of what I should do and how to do it. Okay? And then then trust him for the answer. But then once God answers you, go and share it. That's the action of the day. All right? You trust in him, pray. Once he's answered, share the good news. And literally that's the action of the day. Have an expectation today that God wants to do something in you, and once he's done it, go and share the good news. God is doing some great things in my life. I'm telling you that. Doing great things in my life. But God also wants to do great things in your life, so you can share that with people I will never get to meet. People that are in your home, people at your work. Go and share the good news, how we can make this world a better place. So God bless you. Thank you for joining us for this morning's word. As we always say, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. God bless you. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get these videos Monday to Friday. But more importantly, share this with one person, because I truly believe this, that if we change the mindset of one person, we could change the world. All right, because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So God bless you, and see you soon for another morning.